Hello, I'm Neha Sharma and you're watching our special program Spiritual Discussion. Let us begin the program and know the thoughts of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj from Satlok Ashram Barwala, District Hisar, Haryana versus the thoughts of the Chief of Hansa Desh Panth Sant Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj from Punjabi Bagh, Delhi. In chapter 18, verse 62 of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, it has been told to go to in the shelter of God. After all, who is that God?
It has been told to go in the shelter of Sadguru, and it has been said that you take fruits, leaves and flower and go in the refuge of Sadguru. And the one who is an enlightened saint, when he provide knowledge, after attending that knowledge a man awaked. You must have seen that Arjun was being coward. He was highly despondent. He was about to run away from the battlefield. God gave him knowledge. He came in contact with the God, and God became his charioteer. In the same way, if Sadguru Maharaj become the charioteer of our life, then surely we get success in the war and also in life.
You just heard the views of the head of Hansa Desh Panth, Sant Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj from Punjabi Bagh, Delhi. Let us know the views of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj from Satlok Ashram Barwala, District Hisar, Haryana.
सतगुरुदेव की जय। बंदी छोड़ कबीर परमेश्वर जी की जय। बंदी छोड़ गरीबदास जी महाराज जी की जय। स्वामी राम देवानंद जी गुरु महाराज जी की जय हो। गरीब नमो नमो सतपुरुष को नमस्कार। गुरु की नहीं सुर नर मुनि जन साधुओं संतों सर्वसदी नहीं। सतगुरु साहेब संत सब दंडोतम प्रणाम। आगे पीछे मध्य हुए तिनको जा कुर्बान।
Virtuous souls. These ignorant saints have ruined the spiritual path, the spiritual practice and knowledge. You are seeing what question is being asked from them and what are they answering. The question being asked is that in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 18, verse number 62, the knowledge giver of Gita is asking to go to the shelter of which other God other than self. Who is that God? And what answer is Maharaji giving? He is asking to go in the refuge of Satguru. Well, good men, they are giving such wrong knowledge. Question is something and they answer something else. For example, once the son of a farmer was studying in 5th or 6th class. He had learned some English language. It was Sunday, a holiday. He was sitting in a bullock cart with his father and was going for some work in the fields. From the front, the vehicle of an English-speaking foreigner came to them. He got out of his car and indicated through his hand as if he was asking to stop the bullock cart. The farmer then stopped it. That Englishman asked a question in English that I have to go to that village. Please tell me the way. In English. Now the farmer said to his son, "Son, you also know English language. This person is speaking English and showing himself superior. Go on, son. Remove his arrogance. Cut his pride. Speak in English." Now the farmer's son narrated the sick leave to the headmaster. "I beg to say that I cannot come to school today. I am ill. Please grant me one day leave." Yours faithfully, so and so. Now that Englishman thought, look at this fool. I am asking the way, he is narrating the sick leave. He puts his hand on the forehead and moved with his car. The farmer patted the back of his son and said, "Son, you maintained my respect today. You defeated an Englishman in English." Then the boy said, "Father, I also know my best friend. If I would have narrated that, he would have left the car and run." So these saints are giving such knowledge. Question is something else and they answer something else. The question asked is that in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 18, verse number 62, the knowledge giver of Gita is asking to go to the shelter of which other god other than him. And they are answering that he is asking to go to the refuge of Sadguru. Wow. Englishman.
In Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse 66, the meaning of the word Vraj is to go, but all the translators have translated the meaning of the word as come, whereas the meaning of Vraj is to go. Please clarify.
Only after studying this complete verse, I will be able to give the clear explanation. What is this whole verse, in which context that has been said? Because when something comes, when it goes, then only it comes. Coming and going is continuous. Soonly after researching it, I will be able to say something.
Sir, this is a complete verse. Sarve dharmam paritajya mam ekam sharanam vraj. Aham tva sarve papebhya mokshami ma suchah.
In this verse, it has been told, God says that you renounce all the religion and come to my refuge. I will set you free from all the sins. This is a very important verse in which God has discussed and told. If we study Gita, I believe that many guidance is given in the Gita, also in the scriptures and inside Puranas. But this makes Gita paramount. It has been said, Gita, Sugita, Kartabya, Kime Shastra Vistray. Gita is like there are all the herbs, its milk, its essence is this Gita. And it is inscribed in this verse, where God says with a great certainty and with a great confidence that after renouncing all the religion, after renouncing all the responsibility, like a brahmacharya religion, family religion, to rule is our religion. It has been said that by leaving all these responsibilities, if you will come to my refuge, then I will free you from all sins. In this, many people interpret that it is about other religion, said about Christianity, talked about Islam, talked about Buddhist religion. And God says, leave all religions. I believe that in the era of God, when Shri Krishna Maharaj must have said this verse, at that time Buddhism was not there. At that time, I think Islam was not there. There was no Christianity. So these religions which we believe are today, those religions have not been mentioned. Religion means responsibility. Dharma means to hold. Just as our home responsibility, it is a family responsibility, responsibility of wife, son's responsibility. So it is said, is paramount to know thyself, to know yourself. If you will come to my refuge, I will free you from all the sins by giving you the knowledge that is whatever negativity is there, I will free you from that. This is what God says. The God is the source of the positive power in himself. And when a man gets positive power, then negativity ends. Hence, God also mentioned further that whoever gets the entire source, then he does not have any interest in smaller source of water.
It has been said in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse number 66, that Sarva Dharman Paritajamam Ekam Sharanam Vraj Aham Tva Sarva Papebhya Mokshami Ma Shuch. The meaning of Vraj is to go and not to come. And those who say the meaning of Vraj is come, tell it is to come, are completely ignorant. Like there is an English word, go. It may be written anywhere in any sentence. Its meaning cannot be come, it cannot be to come. Similarly, the meaning of Vraj is to go, and all the guides of pious Hindu religion and the translators of this Srimad Bhagavad Gita, all of them have done a wrong meaning. They have done the meaning of Vraj as come, that come in my shelter, while he is saying that Sarvadharmam Paritajyamam. The knowledge giver of Gita says that leave all the religious activities of my level in me. Ekam Sharanam Vraj. Ekam, that which is not equal to, unique. Aham tva sarva papebhya mokshyami ma shuch. I will free you from all the sins. Do not worry.
It is said that Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh are the creators of the whole creation. But who are their mother, father? Tell us about this.
They are the mother, father of everyone. Finally, you will do brainstorming about a power that does not have a mother, father. He is primordial. You must have seen Lord Vishnu recline on a serpent bed. What is the meaning of Sheshaya? The coil of snakes is called Sheshaya. Sheshnag ji has wrapped. The meaning is that our potential energy, are you understanding? There is a kinetic energy and there is a potential energy. Lord Vishnu is lying on that energy. A lotus emerged from the navel of Lord Vishnu, from which Brahmaji appears. In this way, our trinity, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Brahmaji is the one who created the world. Lord Vishnu nourish and Shiva destroys. If you see all three through science, so this is an anabolic process. One is the catabolic process and one is the metabolism. This process is also happening within us. The cells is developing within us. The cells are being maintained and then the cells are being destroyed. If the cells wouldn't destroy, then we will not get old. We would not achieve an old age. These three processes of the world are going continuously. You must have seen that children are also being born. Also people are being maintained and people are cremated inside the crematorium. So this process is going on. So this process is called Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh.
Is Lord Vishnu immortal, or does he also take birth, or does he ever die?
The energy, you must have heard the science formula that energy can neither be created nor it can be destroyed. That power is never generated, and the power called as energy mass equation. So Vishnu, Brahma and Mahesh are the primordial powers that produce the world, maintain the world and destroy the world. All these three factors, this energy is primordial. It has no beginning. This was always there. You must have also seen that whenever a volcano erupts somewhere and everything ends there, there also you will find life somewhere. You will find life somewhere in the foothill below the sea, thousands of feet below, where there is no light at all, and these scientists imagine that there would be no life here. There also is a fish that is born without sunlight. There is a life too. The purpose of saying is that if scientists will research, then I understand they will find that there is life elsewhere. So if there is life, then this phenomena of creation, sustenance, destruction will be there. And these three are inherent. These three things have been going on since time immemorial.
Maharaj ji, our Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh is immortal, imperishable.
I told you when you have talked about creation, then creation will continue to be created. It will continue to sustain and will end. This is the eternal phenomena.
Do they have a lifespan, Maharaj?
They do not have a lifespan. They are eternal. I told you before.
Shri Satpal Ji Maharaj Ji was asked whether Shri Brahma Ji, Shri Vishnu Ji and Shri Shiv Ji also have mother and father. He says no, they are omnipotent. They are the father of all. They do not have parents. And they also consider Puranas to be true. Now see what our Puranas tell. Who is the mother father of Shri Brahma, Shri Vishnu and Shri Shiv Ji? See Shri Devi Puran. And then after this see Shri Shiv Puran. I will show glimpse of the origin of Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva. And I will show that these three are mortal. Look here, This is Srimad Devi Bhagwat, published from Gita Press, Gorakhpur. Editor is Hanuman Prasad Poddar, Chaman Lal Goswami. Printer and publisher, Gita Press, Gorakhpur, Gobind Bhavan Office, Kolkata. These are their phone and fax numbers. We come to page number 123, third part. This is chapter 4 on page number 123. God Vishnu is praising his mother. You are pure figure. This whole world is arising from you only. I, Vishnu, Brahma and Shankar exist by your grace. We take birth, Avirbhav, and die, Tirobhav. Only you are eternal, you are universal mother, Jagat Janani, nature and Sanatani goddess. This is clear. Vishnu ji is saying, I, Vishnu, Brahma and Shankar. We take birth, Avirbhav, and die, Tirobhav. Only you are eternal. You are the creator. This Durga is also called nature. Remember this. This will help you in Gita ji, and you are Sanatani Devi. God Shankar said, Goddess, if the greatly fortunate Vishnu has taken birth from you, then Brahma, who was born after him, must also be your son only. And then I, Shankar, who does destruction duties, is also your child. That is, you only are my mother. Shive, you are very wise in the creation of the whole world. Pious souls, these scriptures are forests. We will take out herbs as we will require. We will prepare medicine, and what will we do of the rest of the forest? Look, the medicine is, your powers are always present in world's creation, preservation and destruction. Born of these three qualities, we, Rajguna Brahma, Satguna Vishnu, Tamguna Shankar, remain devoted to work according to the duties. Pious souls, this small description of pious Devi Puran has cleared how many concepts? 5. Number 1, that Brahma, Vishnu and Shiv are mortal. Second, they take birth and they die. Third, Durga is their mother. Fourth, Durga is also called nature or Prakriti. And fifth, Rajgun is Brahma, Satgun is Vishnu and Tamgun is Shivji. And sixth, they can only provide as per destiny. Whatever is in the destiny, they can provide only that and cannot change anything. Neither can reduce nor increase. So these 5 concepts are clear, or call them 6 as Durga is their mother. They have birth and death. They are not immortal, means they have birth and death, so they are not eternal, therefore we count this as 1. These 5 concepts are clear in a small description. It's been 5500 years since these scriptures were written on paper. Until today, our religious leaders, these fake gurus, could not even tell ABC, they talk nonsense. Virtuous souls, you did not receive satsang. What was the reason? Our religious teachers knew Sanskrit, but their spiritual knowledge was zero. They lacked true spiritual knowledge and are still deprived. Who are our religious teachers? Acharya, Shankaracharya and other saints. All these are our religious gurus. Virtuous souls, these ignorant saints have ruined the spiritual path, the spiritual practice and knowledge. You are seeing what question is being asked from them and what answer they are giving. The question being asked is in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18, verse number 62. The knowledge giver of Gita is asking to go to the shelter of which other God other than self. Who is that God? And what answer is Maharaj Ji is giving? He is asking to go in the refuge of Satguru. Now this servant will tell. In verse number 62 of Gita chapter number 18, The knowledge giver of Gita tells to go in the refuge of which another god other than him. Please listen with proof. So virtuous souls,
गुण तीनों की भक्ति में ये भूल पड़ो संसारे, कह कबीर निज नाम बिना कैसे उतरो पार।
Nijna means without Satnam. How will you be liberated without the true mantra? Now, as it has been written in Gita Ji chapter 17, verse 23, Om Tat Sat iti nirdeshah brahmana trividah smritah. To attain the Satchidanand Ghan Brahm, one must practice these three mantras. In verse 13 of 8th chapter, the knowledge giver of Gita says that Om iti ekaksharam brahma vyahamran mam anusamran. Ye prayati tajam deham sayati pramam gatim. Of me, Brahma, there is only one word, Om. While chanting this till the last breath, the person who leaves the body attains the supreme state that possible only by Om. Mantra. Brahmalok will be attained with Om. Souls who attain Brahmalok also come back as per verse 16 of 8th chapter. They are in recurrence. So to attain Almighty, there are only three mantras to recite. Apart from this, whatever chant is done by abandoning what is mentioned in the scripture is wrong. Then he has left an option that the complete way of attaining that God, Paramakshar, Brahm, the complete way of worship, way of worshipping. An enlightened saint will tell, ask him, we don't have to worship. Worship is by considering someone as respected deity. Practice serving is something else. Now it was, तीन देव की जो करते भक्ति, उनकी कदे ना होवे मुक्ति. In Gita Ji chapter number 7, verses 16, 17 and 18. The knowledge giver of Gita, Brahma, tells about his spiritual followers who all worship him. Artharthi, Arth, Jigyasu, curious, and Gyani, learned. He rejects Artharthi, Arth, and the Jigyasu, that they also do not do correct worship, and selects the learned, that the knowledgeable soul is good. Learned is one who has known that only one God should be worshipped. It is written in Vedas that with the worship of true God, salvation can be attained. But they have forgotten that it was also written in Vedas that the way of worship of that complete God is not mentioned. In Vedas, an enlightened saint will tell that, but they concluded on their own. From Yajurved chapter 40 verse 15, they selected only Om mantra for complete God. Whereas in 17th verse of chapter 40 of Yajurved, Brahma himself says that my mantra is Om. Om is for Brahma, but he is invisible, that complete God is up there. They did not understand this because Guru bin kahu na paya gyana, jo thota bhus chade mood kisana. Guru bin ved pade jo prani, samjhe na sare rahe agyani. Due to which these learned souls got to know that arbitrary worship is not to be done, neither these three powers should be worshipped, Rajgun Brahma, Satgun Vishnu, Tamgun Vishiv. They also gained knowledge that human birth is only to attain God. If in this God is not attained, worship is not done, then it is useless. They are called knowledgeable. Since they did not get an enlightened saint, the knowledge giver of Gita says in chapter 7 verse 18, these learned souls are good, are humble, but they are engrossed in my inferior worship. They are involved in my inferior devotion. Which worship? In chapter 8, verse 13, it is said that those who chant my Brahm's Om mantra and leave their body, go while chanting me, they attain all benefits from me. Which one? Benefits that is attained with Om, that is, they go to Brahmalok. In chapter 8, verse 16, it is written, Gita Ji, that after attaining Brahmalok, they come in birth and death cycle. Gita orator himself says in chapter 4, verse 5 and 9, in chapter 2, verse 12, chapter 10, verse 2, in Gita Ji, that Arjun, you and I have had several births. You do not know, I know. Till their birth and that remains. Then in chapter 18, verse 62, it is said, you in every respect go to the refuge of that supreme God, by the grace of whom you will attain the supreme peace and the eternal abode. With His grace only. With this, it is proved that there is some other supreme power other than this knowledge giver of Gita, with which complete salvation can be attained. In chapter 15, verse 4, it is said that after the attaining of an enlightened saint, one should search for God's supreme place, after attaining which soul does not return to this world. Worship only Him and discard all others. He even rejects his own worship. Worship means believing as respected deity. Here someone asks from these ignorant, these incapables, that in Gita Ji chapter 7 verse 18, why do the knowledge giver of Gita tells his worship to be inferior? They say, do not consider its meaning inferior, rather consider it the best, from which no other thing is superior. When attained, after that nothing else remains to be known. Therefore, that is the inferior state. They are fooling us. If apart from this there was no better way of worship, if we agree to them, then why in chapter 18 verse number 62 he is saying, go in His refuge, in every respect go in the refuge of that God, with whose grace you will attain eternal peace. In chapter 8 verse 5 and 7 the knowledge giver of Gita tells us, worship me, you will attain me. And in 8, 9, 10 he tells to worship that complete God. He tells about the worship of complete God, for that search an enlightened saint. This is told in chapter 4 verse 34. These foolish do not know ABC of Gita Ji. Is it anywhere in Gita Ji these mantra, Hare Krishna, Hare Ram, Radhe Shyam, Sita Ram, Om Namah Shivaya? Is there any mantra like this? They are fooling us for so many days. Therefore, knowledge giver of Gita has said, engrossed in my worship, these learned souls remain in inferior state. Why is inferior? As birth and death continues again and again. That is inferior. But reaching eternal place, no one comes back. That can never be attained with the worship of Brahma. These learned souls did Hatha Yoga, chanted Om Mantra, read from Vedas. They did not do arbitrary worship, did not worship any other deity. Brahma Ji, when he was sitting on the lotus flower, he became conscious. He was kept unconscious and kept in coma. He was brought to consciousness on lotus flower. Brahma Ji says, I do not know from where I have come. Then he did an announcement this Kal, that meditate, do austerity. He thought this ether voice is of the complete God, but Kal did that. Then Brahma Ji got the Vedas. Nowhere it was written in Vedas to do Hatha Yoga penance because of this folklore of Brahma, that I have had an announcement to do austerity. They started doing Hatha Yoga. They took Om Mantra from Vedas, continued with useless worship for thousands of years. In Gita Ji chapter 11 verse 47-48 he says, Arjun, this form of me which you have seen, this original form of me, no one has seen before you. I have not been attained by anyone. And the attainment of this form of me cannot be done with any method mentioned in Vedas, neither by any worship or by any activity. No one can attain, hence proved with the procedure mentioned in Vedas, with Om Mantra and whatever practice they perform by sacrificing, they do not attain God but get some other benefits. Those sages got those benefits. They gained powers. They acted as superiors over each other. They brought someone to ashes, cursed someone, due to which they were feared. There was a sage named Chunak. He was like that. That learned soul was humble. For thousands of years he chanted Om and did worship, folklore, Hatha Yoga, which is rejected in Gita Ji chapter number 17 verse number 6 by abandoning worship based on holy scriptures. Those who perform arbitrary worship, do austerity, those demons even trouble deities within this body, who also trouble me, Brahma, consider them to be of demonic nature. Look, even they are told to be bad, those learned souls. Why? That sage Chunak performed austerity. God was not attained. He gained powers. He became an atom bomb. There was a renowned king of the world. One who has rule on whole planet is called King of World. Now these kings of the world wanted to check if those rulers who are under my subjection, the kings and small rulers, has any of them rejected my lordship, my subjection. Therefore, they leave a horse for performing this check. Along with the horse, some soldiers are also sent. It is king's personal horse, his own horse. They hang a pamphlet in his neck that the renowned king has this much army, 72 crore soldiers. And whichever king
Let us know the experiences of those devotees who have received mantra initiation from Jagadguru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji and are following the devotional path told by him.
Hello, sir.
Sat Sahib.
What is your good name?
My name is Khemdas.
Sir, where have you come from?
I've come from Nepal district Sarlai.
What religious practice you used to do before coming to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
Before coming to the shelter of Sri Rampal Ji Maharaj, I used to worship lots of gods and goddesses. And I worshipped the ghosts, worshipped the gods and goddesses. I used to sacrifice, worshipped the idols, performed shraddh, performed rituals, and after that we started. And after that we started making gurus. After making gurus after gurus, after making lots of gurus, one day I had taken initiation from Dera Byas Radha Swami in 1980 from Maharaj Guru Charan Singh Ji Maharaj, and he gave me 5 names which are Jyoti Niranjan, Omkar, Rarankar, Soham, Satnam. I chanted this name for a very long time and it did not benefit us. From 1980 to 2006, I chanted their mantra. I did not get any benefit from that. Unrest, disease was continuing in my life and there was no change at all. After that, we had a principle. Our aim was, till you find a true guru, you may change 5 to 10 gurus or even 50 gurus. Our principle was that we will continue to acquire gurus till we will have the attainment of the God. Till then, I will continue to change gurus. No matter 10 gurus could be found in a day, whether 100 gurus are found, I will continue to make more gurus no matter whatever the world says. I will not leave acquiring gurus. On the day I will meet God, on that day I will stop acquiring gurus. This was my understanding in the beginning. Suddenly God was pleased. Jino khoja tino paya. I tried to find him and God showered his grace on me. One follower from Delhi arrived in Amritsar. When I arrived in Amritsar, I was very sad. I was extremely upset. And I used to meditate for 2.5 hours. I used to be in Samadhi. But nothing was achieved. I was disturbed, restless, and when I came back after duty, the follower asked, "Who is the father of Brahma? Who is the mother of Vishnu?" When he asked this question, my mouth was absolutely closed. I could not speak. I had made so many gurus, went from place to place, but these people did not tell me anything at all. Now, we did not think beyond Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. We did not pay any attention. I was not aware the answer to this question. For the first time, this follower has come from Delhi. He is Sant Rampalji's disciple, is the follower, a servant, not more than a servant. When he asked this question, I was very surprised. As I woke up from my dream, I have not heard this from anyone. Nobody has ever told me this. Who is the father of Brahma? Who is the mother of Vishnu? Who is Shankar's grandfather? Who is the husband of Mata Sherawali Durga? And whom does Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh worship? Nobody told me this. And what is the identity of a complete saint? What is that? When he said all this to me, I was extremely surprised. I have never heard such things in my life. After listening to this, I felt that now this devotee will tell me the truth about a complete saint. He will take me on the right path. I was sure about that. And he has all the knowledge and power. And I will never get such a person in my life anywhere else. As a follower, I was able to hear this much only from him. I went to lots of great gurus, made many great gurus, but those people have kept us confined only to Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. When I came to know about all this, And then he told me that how was Mother Durga created? Who is the child of Sherawali Mata? Who is his child? Who is her husband? He also asked this question. I was also not aware of all this. That follower said, if there is Sherawali Mata in reality, then she has a child, she also has a husband. And if she is not a mother, she should be unmarried and she should not be called a mother. If an unmarried girl is called a mother, then that unmarried girl will fight, will become angry. She can even kill you as well. If an unmarried girl is called a mother, she can get angry. So, why is she called a mother? Why? She either has a husband, either a son, or either a daughter. Only then she has become a mother. When I thought about all this, when I saw it in the real creation, I saw she has a son, a husband, and everything. She has everything. So I was really surprised after that. That follower had given us the creation of universe. I opened it. And when I opened it, I saw there were thousands and lakhs of evidence in it. And from the day I read and opened that, I ended my devotion for her. Not even once did I read them again. I left it, I forgot. And now this is my devotion and I will do this only. And after some time, he just left the place by giving this message and saying this to me. I said, please give me your Guruji's address, phone number, and some proof before you go. He said, I will give you the creation of universe and you please read this. After that, he left for Delhi. Okay. I kept reading that book. I had a duty, a government job, and I went from duty, cooked food and ate, and I used to read the creation of the universe. I used to read that thick book by closing my door. I would read till 2:30 a.m. I used to read it repeatedly 3 times a day. After that, my heartbeat used to go very high, that when should I go? Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Shri Sant Rampal Ji, God himself has come on earth, but no one revealed his identity to me. And no one has told that God is in form, have told him to be formless. Place this photo. God is in every form. When he is in the form, then there is a shape. If he will not be in the form, then there will not be any shape. So the one in form can speak and will be in the shape. If he is in the form, then he will be in the shape as well. So he will speak, will make us understand, will teach us. And I thought that God is in form or has a shape, but that is not true at all. He is not born, he does not die. I did not know whether God is born or dies. I did not know about this at all. When I read God's creation of the universe, then I found that Kabir Sahib is the father of all. The one who landed as a son is not God. When I heard this speech, by doing devotion to such God, we will have all the happiness and we will all be liberated. So I got many speeches in it. Many speeches have been written in that. Our race is living being. Humanity is our religion. Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian, there is no separate religion. Such a speech for all 4 religion, one knowledge for the 4 religion is open to all. The method of attaining that God is almost the same. No one is big, no one is small. No matter of a rich, no matter of a poor, no matter of black or white, whether one may be illiterate or educated, whether a billionaire or a beggar, similar knowledge for all. The core knowledge for everyone's welfare is there. Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj has come to this earth all the way from, especially for us, has come to this earth. Especially for us. Only for us. For us, we devotees, to liberate the trapped ones in the web of Kal. for our welfare, for the welfare of all. He has come acquiring the human body to explain to the human beings by acquiring the form of human. He shows us, makes us understand by speaking like humans. God has given 1,000 proofs to us. God has said, देवी देवा ठाड़े भय हमको और बताओ, जो मुझ कबीर को पूजे नहीं उनको लूटो खाओ. मई मशानी शीर शीतला भैरव भूत हनुमंता, परमात्मा उनसे दूर रहे जो इनको पूजनता. Who should we worship? The Supreme God, who is never born, never dies. He should be worshipped. That God, where is He? How is He? From where He has come, where does He live? Where is His abode? He is the complete God. He is present today in this cover. Presently He is here. He is among us here only. Today in Barwala Ashram. In the form of Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj. He is seated. But we tried a lot to convince our devotee. We showed a lot. Tried our best to convince them. Even we showed them CDs. Giving Gyan Ganga as well. We have been doing a lot from the internet, from the TV, from the newspaper. In every way, God has kept them engaged. But some lucky souls are coming today. Some lucky souls are coming even today. Many people are sleeping. They are sleeping happily. Those people are seeing big bungalows. They are seeing studies. Children have to be educated to grow.
How did you come to the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj?
In the shelter of Sant Rampal Ji, I was very upset, sad, and I was searching. While searching, nothing else was found in Nepal except idol worship and worship of gods and goddesses. I could not find anything. We left Nepal and came to India, Punjab, Amritsar. When we came here, we found that complete God is in Satlok Ashram, Haryana, Barwala. Then we came. After coming, we took the name initiation mantra from Karotha Ashram. When we took the name from Karotha Ashram, we came to know that Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj is the complete God himself. Then we went to Nepal after taking initiation. After going to the house, we gave a message from here by requesting Guru Dev, by asking God that I will serve you. Now please have mercy on me. Please show some mercy on me. I can do publicity in Nepal. There is no such seed in Nepal of true spiritual knowledge. There is a dark shadow there. There is a lot of oppression there. There is a lot of persecution of meat, fish, eggs, wine. They do not worship God, and even when they worship idols, offer sacrifices to God. So we are very upset. So God, if you shower grace, then this servant should be given the service. Then God said, son, if you want to spread this knowledge, then do it. God said, and God called one of his disciple, Bhagat Sombir. He called him up. He is the devotee of Nepal. If he wants to promote, then give him enough material. Do not take money from him. Do not take a single penny from him. God said this. He packed in the carton and gave it to me. After that, I took that carton and left the place. On the way, while I was going, some policemen caught me. From where have you brought these things? How have you brought it? What is it? They opened and looked. They opened it entirely and saw a lot of things. They got shocked. I said, I have brought it for publicity in Nepal. Jagat Guru Tattvadarshi Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji's Supreme Soul has come in the Karotha Ashram. I am his slave. I am his disciple. I have brought this for publicity. If you want, you can take a book, a calendar. Then he said, please give it to me. I gave them one calendar and a book, and then he left. After packing it, it left and I went ahead. I went to Raxol. In Raxol was Bhansar. There was lots of policemen in Bhansar as well. They also opened, checked and examined it. There too we said, this is for a promotional material. I have brought it from Karontha Ashram. I am a devotee of Gurudev. I am a disciple. And I have brought it for publicity to distribute in my village, my hometown. I have not bought it. God has given it free and you also take it free. I gave one book and a disc. We only had a CD that time. There was no DVD at that time. We distributed CD, disc one by one, gave 8 to 10, gave 2-4 books, gave the calendar, and then I went home. After going to the house, I said, the children asked, what have you got? I said, this is a publicity material. You guys don't know about this. I'll tell you later. Arey, what is this job? You carry this load like a donkey and you did not bring this thing that you need to be brought. And you're coming here with so many books and you didn't get what you were supposed to bring. They said to me, what you have to do, sit down quietly. I will tell you later. I will explain it later. Then I started giving books here and there and roamed in my village. CDs, discs, books, gave CD to someone, gave a book to someone. Then one brother said, hey, I have read your book. A lot of bad works are said about Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. I am not interested in reading this book. You can take it back. And he returned that book to me. Well, if you don't find interesting in reading, then there is no problem. Then I took care of it. Then there were many opponents to me in my village. There were 350 old followers from Divya Jyoti Jagriti Sansthan, the disciple of Ashutosh. I was their leader and I used to take that Mahatma at home. The Guru is sitting somewhere and the disciple is in the saffron cloth. There he was sitting in a saffron cloth where he used to give his initiation to him. So I took him bearing his expensive from my pocket money from Pritampura, Delhi. I told Ashutosh that this knowledge was not given to us at all. This knowledge was not even known. Nothing else was found, so I decided let's take him home. I went to this Noor Mahal. I said to Ashutosh, oh Gurudev, you are so great and we are in darkness in Nepal. Please shower some mercy on us. Send a saint. Maybe our welfare also might happen. So he said, go to Pritampura. There are our followers, servants, disciples. You can take 3 of them and go. I said, okay. I went to Pritampura. From Pritampura, 3 Mahatmas were sent with me. I bore the expenses of all 3 and took them to my village. And they did satsang in my village, narrated as they knew, and I was his disciple at that time. I used to close my ears. He used to give the key here and used to turn the tongue upside like this and used to give Soham mantra to me. Soham mantra, for 7 years I did Soham Soham. Nothing changed. Nothing happened with me. Nothing happened. A ghost used to come. The ghost used to enter in me. And the ghost used to enter into all other disciples. Now if I have to leave, how can I leave him? About 200 disciples have been formed in my village. Now if I will leave, then those people will fight with me. If I will not leave, then I am unhappy. Then after some time I had my duty here. I had gone to the home on holiday. And when I came back, God showered his blessings on me. This path was found. Then I told Gurudev, Guruji, I am stuck here. I have followers now. If I will go after taking initiation, then they will beat me up. There are 250 to 300 men and I am alone. And I am their leader. So what to do? How to do? Then God said to me, do not break your intention. God has been found. You should do your devotion. Whatever will happen will be seen. You just do your job. Whatever will happen and it will be seen. It is right what God says. Whatever will happen will be seen. I took initiation and went home after receiving initiation. When I went home, they all got annoyed. Quarreling and fighting and all our opponents. He's crazy. He keeps changing gurus. He's not trustworthy. Earlier he was in Radha Swami, first he was in another path, was in Satpal, he was in Bala Yogeshwar, then he was in Om Shanti, then he was in Kabir Panth. They started saying all rubbish about me. I will not give up my intention till God is attained. I will keep acquiring gurus. I will not go anywhere as you say. I will not stop by what you say. You see whether I die or whatever happens, whether I am spoiled or remain all right. You do not get involved in this. You do your work and I will do my own work.
Sir, what benefit did you get after taking initiation from His Holiness Sant Sadguru Rampal Ji Maharaj Ji?
After taking the name from Guru, a lot of changes has happened in my life. I was very sad. There was a lot of disturbance in my house and ghosts used to come in my house. I have a wife, Mrs. Sumitra Devi. He used to bite her at night while she used to be at sleep. It used to come and bite her, used to strangle her. One day he even attacked on me. I'm trying to, but unable to get up. It's pressing. It's not visible also. I was surprised. Today it even bit me. It used to bite you. Today it even bit me. This used to happen a lot. Sometimes the buffalo gets sick. The buffalo is well in the evening, but in the morning she is lying. Neither she eats grass or eats anything. At times she does not give milk. I was very upset. I also had many diseases. Here in my backbone, suddenly there was a needle-like pain, like somebody is putting needle inside. That was cured by God's grace. Taking initiation from God, there were many diseases. My knees used to pain a lot. I was unable to walk from both the knees. It was cured after taking initiation. After these incidents, just 2 months back, I had gone to the field to cut grass. I cut the grass from the field and brought it once. The second time after bringing the grass again, when I put it, the snake bit me. He bit me here at 2 places. I may have stepped on it and it stung me out of fear and I did not see him and I could see only half of his body. He moved inside the grass. I saw it while going. He was very thick. Oh, snake has bitten me. I did chant of Guruji quickly, remembered him, chanted the mantra, then ran quickly and came back home. I said, a snake has bitten me, please bring the torch. When I saw the torch, it had stung at 2 places and little blood was also coming out, a little bit of it. I thought we should not stay like this. Let us go to a doctor. Then they took me to the doctor. On a motorcycle, I kept chanting the mantra. Then going to the doctor, I called Guruji again. It was tied here. I called him again. It was tied here and it was hurting a lot. It was tightly tied. It was not paining by snake bite as much as it was hurting by tying it. I was very surprised by seeing this. I had heard that anyone who takes devotion to God, this never happens. I was just remembering that, oh God, if the snake has stung and if I die or something happens to me, then the faith of the people will also be broken. I've heard that Guruji cures very big diseases, but a snake has bitten you. He was not able to heal. God, please have mercy on me. Please have mercy on me. Then I called in the ashram. Here all the followers attended. I told that a snake has bitten me and you pray to Guruji for my well-being and please pray to him. He said, all right, I'll do that. Then after 10 minutes, after taking orders from God, he said, nothing will happen to you. Don't worry. I have received orders from here. I was not even feeling pain there. He opened my bandage and tied it here. As soon as he opened my bandage, everything was absolutely fine. He said, are you feeling sleepy? Do you feel like drinking water? The doctor is asking. I said, nothing is happening to me. I am fine. Don't you worry. You may discharge me. I will go home. He said, please stay here for 10 minutes. Maybe later you have pain. Then I said, no. No, I have prayed to Guruji. Now I have been cured. You may leave. Well, let's go after 10 minutes, so I stayed there for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I was ready to go. I sat on a motorcycle and I told the motorcycle man to start the motorcycle and let's go. Now nothing is there, I am alright. Then I came home. Everyone was astonished that snake has bitten at 2 places but nothing has happened to you. This is the experience. One day, Guruji's grace was showered. At night, I was sleeping well. These legs were absolutely straight. I have slept comfortably at night. No problem, nothing has happened. In the morning, when I woke up at 3 at night, it was straight. I was not able to bend. I got up, got out with support of the walls to piss after urinating. After washing my hands, I came with the help of the wall near Gurudev's bed. On the side, we have made a place to prostrate, lit a lamp burner. There, I prostrated for about 15 minutes. God, please forgive me for my mistake. I'm really sorry. I'm your child. Please have mercy on your child. On this slave. I must have made a mistake. You fix this. God, within 15 minutes, my foot was absolutely alright. It used to be fine. Oh God, you did what was not even possible to me. I was surprised. Then I thanked God. I thanked Him from the bottom of my heart. This kept happening, and for the promotion of God.
Sir, what message do you want to give to the devotee society?
I want to give this message to the devotee society to spread the knowledge. We have sent Gyan Ganga in every place, but the sensible devotee souls are coming after reading. Some devotees have kept this Gyan Ganga and are not reading it, will have lot of regret. By not reading Gyan Ganga, it would be a sin for you. Why? What will happen? We will have to take birth in 84 lakh species. We will become animals, will become dogs, will become cats, buffaloes, horses, etc. This Gyan Ganga is the ocean of knowledge. This is the treasure of knowledge. It is a memory. It is a battery, a charge, a electricity. If we will read it, it will charge us. It will fill our empty space, will remove the dirt and fill the aroma. They have all kept this Gyan Ganga very carelessly. Those who have read it, their welfare is happening. Today, many people from our devotee society are coming running to the ashram. Those who have kept the Gyan Ganga will repent very much. Later, they would lay hands on the head and they will suffer a lot. I would like to tell the devotee society that read Gyan Ganga immediately, even if you are not able to concentrate. Read the Gyan Ganga and make your life successful. And Jagat Guru Tattva Shri Sant Rampal Ji Maharaj in Satlok, Haryana, Chandigarh Road, Barwala, District Hisar. Here God has arrived. Whether you are an engineer, you are an administrator, a doctor, a teacher, or you are a student, whether you are an old man or a child, you a young man, God has come from Satlok to liberate everyone in this world. You may take benefit and get your welfare done.
Thank you very much.
Sat Sahib.
आप सुन रहे थे जगत गुरु तत्वदर्शी संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के मंगल प्रवचन। अधिक जानकारी के लिए विजिट कीजिए हमारी वेबसाइट www.jagatgururampalji.org। संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी के शुभ आशीर्वाद से पूरे विश्व भर में 500 से भी ज्यादा नाम दीक्षा केंद्र हैं, जिन पर संत रामपाल जी महाराज जी द्वारा ऑनलाइन निशुल्क नाम दीक्षा दी जा रही है। अपने नजदीकी नाम दीक्षा केंद्र का पता करने के लिए संपर्क करें 8222880541।